Hello people of Mine and Drive, and welcome back to Driver San Francisco. And have I got a treat for you today? A treat provided by Snoopy. He has been working on an updated mod menu for Driver San Francisco, and there are so many new features for this mod menu. So now, to bring up the menu, you press up and X on your controller or Xbox controller. For PlayStation and keyboard, the controls are on the screen right now. And we've got miscellaneous, which I have shown in a previous video before. So you've got your free camera, you've got Tanner's arms, which actually you can turn off. So you have in first person mode different arms / sleeves, colour of skin and stuff like that. There's also interesting vehicle areas, which on the map just shows in like circles whereabouts some interesting vehicles will spawn. So that's like supercars or trucks that don't spawn that often or something like that. So yeah, that's a nice little one there if you want to go searching. Obviously you got the garage to have a look in anyway. But so cheats, vehicle boost, which is the big horn boost which I've shown previously. You've got boom horn, which will explode the car when you press it. Infinite ability, that one is so you. I can't remember if that was actually in the other mod menu or not. But basically, you have unlimited boost, as you can see at the bottom left there. The bar does not go down, and also RAM doesn't go down too. And it's also useful for online, as the ability bar does go down, and you get to a certain point where you can't actually shift or use any of the power-ups. But with this on, you can. Infinite mass, we all know about that one, just plowing through traffic. No damage, no collision, I think is a new one. So this one means you can actually drive through props, as you can see right here, and also drive through vehicles. Like so. Super handling. So, you know, Tanner's Dodge normally gets to a speed of about 136 miles per hour, but with this turned on, it goes a tad faster. And the handling is also greatly improved. The braking is pretty good as well, as you can see there. Cornering ability is just insane. So this one's just a fun one to play about with, especially when you stay, like, I guess, in a bus. I don't know. Let's have a... There we go. Look at that speed. But the cornering is perfect. Oh, it's not so great after all. Ah! Right, okay, so... just pretend that didn't happen. Improved third-person camera. We all know that the camera is pretty close to the vehicles, as you can see here. You can only see, you can't see the bottom bit of the bus there. I think Vortex Story, guy on YouTube who makes lots of driver videos, he requested this one, so it's set a bit further back. So as you can see there, you can now see actually all the bus, and obviously it works on the cars as well. Jericho's van handling. So this one actually just changed it to the prison van that appears at the start of the game that you're chasing down. You will notice that it has like ridiculous acceleration and cornering ability. So yeah, now you can apply it to cars, but it does change the view a little bit, as you can see here. So it changes everything from the stats of that van to your vehicle. So you got add willpower. I don't think I need any more, but you can go through it, as you can see here. Another, actually, I forgot to mention at the beginning, was the fact that you can actually go backwards and forwards through the menu, whereas in the old one, you had to fully exit to go onto a new section of the menu. Now, you can choose your willpower here, and if you hold down left or right on the D-pad, you can go through it quicker, which happens on the other lists as well. So that's the cheats menu. Vehicle menu, so we have a section here called creation. You got your car swap and spawn car. So car swap does exactly what it says on the tin. So that's a bit like the online ability. So as you can see there, I have swapped into Tanner's car. And of course you've got a full list of cars to choose from here. So you've got, I might want to be this instead. So yeah, a nice one for that. And a spawn car. You do this whilst in shift. So if I want to spawn Tanner's car, I have Tanner's car. Just be warned, if you do start over spawning, you may cause your game to crash. And also you've got the set panel. Now, set panel is used for like the trucks and the Gran Torino, which has the light on top. So if it's not set and you spawn in the Gran Torino, obviously you won't have the light on top. So if you set it to panel set 1, you should now, when you spawn in the Ford Gran Torino, have the light on top. You can also change the colour to your spawn vehicle now. So if you, it spawns it randomly anyway, as that's one of the settings at the bottom there, but you can change it to a specific colour of your choosing. So obviously there you go, you've got blue. If I spawn it again, it should be blue. Another thing to note with the car swap, so say for example if you go into a police vehicle like I've done so here, let's see if we can find some getaways. So here's one over here. So if I car swap into say the Pagani's under here, I can actually still start a chase up. And you do in fact also have the chance of more of these Pagani's spawning whilst in chase. So at the moment I had oh, there you go, there's one coming up right now. So obviously with any car that you choose, more of these could spawn. So if I go over here, you'll see one is now acting as like a police car. Also in a completely different section now, you can actually end the chase if you're not wanting to continue with it. So if I go to mission/race, down here near the bottom you'll have stop getaway/chase. There you go, the chase has ended. So that's the creation bit of the vehicle section done. Now we have options, which includes repair vehicle, pretty self-explanatory. And you also have a light section. So this means that you can actually turn them on and off. So for example, here in the Aston, the front headlights are on. So if I just disable them and press A, they are now turned off. And you can do that with all the lights that are on here. Some of them obviously don't work for some cars. Just the siren one for the police cars. So if I go to a police car now and make sure I enable it and then press A, and I don't actually have the noise of the siren. I can obviously, if I press it like normal on the horn button, enable it and then get rid of it like that. You've also got a stop vehicle instantly. It slows down vehicle to a complete stop. So say if I'm speeding along here, it's very similar to the one with the boost horn as well. Stop vehicle instantly. There you go. Dirtiness. Now you can apply some dirt to your car. As you can see here, you don't really see it that dirty in the game from what I can remember. And you can make it extremely dirty if you want to. It goes up to 2, but to me it just looks like a it just looks like a marbleized version of a car's paint color or something like that. So now we've just done that, we can open all panels. Of course, why would you not want to do that? And you can also remove all panels. Perfect. I'm going to go into this car because that one's slightly destroyed now. However, I am going to remove wheels from this one. And then I'm going to explode it. Bit like the horn boom as well. So that's the options section done. Now, vehicle stats menu probably need a whole video within itself because there's so much going on in here. You got camera stats, handling stats, and super handling again, Jericho's van handling. So if I put it into a view like this, driver eye is this view, and then you've got a chase camera view and bonnet view, so you can actually change whereabouts it is located. So if you want it over on the passenger side, you can. And by the way, Tanner is just arms and hands. He's got no body or head. You can also change the handling. So there's a lot going on in here. So you can change the grip. You can change the gears. You can change the roll. You can change gravity even. So you can end up floating cars and stuff like that. Again, I will make a video about some of all this. Maybe at a later date, but there's so much going on in here, I don't even know what some of it is. Even they don't know what it is. Unknown. If you want everything back to normal though, you just need to go in the menu before and reload handling from disk. And as you can see there, the view is back to normal. If you do change the view though, it does carry over into the same type of vehicle. Say if you find another Aston Martin on the road, then if you shift into it, it will have that same view. Now we're going to go on to target vehicle. In this one, you can actually, if you're in shift, so say for example I point my shift camera at this car here, I can actually turn the lights on and off on that. I can enable the siren if it's like a police car, change the dirtiness, open all panels. Which is kind of neat. I could make it explode if I wanted to, remove all the panels. Could remove the wheels if I wanted to be really mean. Lol. I won't do any more to that one. I'll just explode this one instead. So yeah, a lot that you can do with that one. That's kind of cool. So now we'll go on to traffic. Now you got suspicious vehicles on. So when you're in a police car, you have the little red icons above cars that are driving about. This will, well, it'll turn the red icons off, but also you won't be able to chase those vehicles as well. So if I chase this one that had a red icon above it, sorry, if I go to this vehicle that had a red icon on it, I won't be able to chase it. And this is quite convenient actually. As you can see, there's a traffic event going on right now, and that means the police chases that randomly occur, the trucks that randomly come out of alleyways and stuff like that. So obviously they were giving chase to us there, but I can turn them off, and now they have stopped giving chase. Interesting vehicles. So this is the supercars I was saying about, the more rarer spawns in the world. You got disable special trailers, disables mission trailers spawning in traffic, and you got random taxi passengers. So now you can have in your taxis, which is, I've always found weird, the fact that if you do go in a taxi, sometimes they have the passenger up front. There's only like 2 missions in the game where passengers actually do appear in the back. So if you turn that on, oh, I've got a passenger in the back now. Bit more like it. Police patrols, so you can see on the map there's some police. If I turn that off, they will disappear. There's no police driving about. Traffic, on or off. Stop traffic, so if the traffic's, well, we'll come to a stop. A bit like the mission Frozen. You can also have abandoned traffic, so like at the end of the game, where you're chasing down Jericho. So some of these will have like the doors open and stuff like that. And then you have traffic sets. So on PC, for whatever reason, at the end of the game, you always get the same traffic set, whereas in the console versions, there's like a variety. It changes every time you load into the game. This was actually an update they did for consoles, but they didn't apply the update to PC for whatever reason. But now, PC has even more choice. So you've got Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Chapter 5, you've got all these different types. And then I think the one that you guys might like the most is called Exposition Bull Run. So this is basically where pretty much the mission where you're getting chased by Jericho in the alleyway. So if I just put this on, so it doesn't look anything too different around here. It looks a little bit busier, you know, a little bit more traffic going on, nothing too much, mainly on one side of the road. But if I actually head to where the crash happens, to Tanner, you get all the traffic in the world over here. Look how much traffic there is. We're not too sure as far as I know, no one's really too sure why this happens. However, it does, and it's kind of cool, and it's a lot of fun to, you know, put infinite mass on and plow through this traffic, and also horn boost on at the same time. Let's just let's see an example of that right now. So yes, that is the traffic section. Next up we have pedestrian. So you can now have convict peds roaming around instead, which you get at the end of the game. You can have random size pairs, which I've shown before. So you can get really small, so you have to shift away or drive away from the area that you're in. So as you can see here, different heights in. You've got the world's smallest man over here, or woman, I can't quite tell. And you can even get smaller than that. You can have no pedestrians as well, as you can see there. And the civilian part, I think, changes the people in the cars, not the pedestrians, but don't quote me on that. But I think I applied this once, and it actually, like when you shift into a car and there's a civilian in it, the speech sort of messed up or just didn't happen. So yeah, but that's the pedestrian one. Now we'll go on to teleport, and a much requested one is to go to the blast from the past garage. Well, now you can, and of course, if you use car swap, you can spawn whatever car you want whilst over here, and you're free to just roam around. You've also got one of the garages, a glitchy area test, which is an area which I've showed recently, and there's also downtown garage, the one garage McNally seems to fond. I'm McNally, by the way, and yes, I do fond that bit. And postcard location, which is from the dev menu stuff, which takes me to here, partially in a road. So I'll just quickly show right now whilst we're over here. It's a perfect example. If we go to World Tools and then go to Draw Distance, so you can change the the draw distance, obviously. So if I just turn around, now you can see in the distance there, the Golden Gate's not looking all that pretty from this far away, nor some of the buildings a bit before that as well. So I can change this. So I mean, this is on 10, and if I just speed through it all, you can see it changing at 7,000. It's nice and sharp, or much sharper than it was beforehand. So yeah, I like to have it on this now because it just makes the game look so much more better. There are a few glitchy bits in the hills and the mountains in the distance or something like that which might occur with this, but I prefer it so much. It's got the debug info, you've got HUD mini-map, and then you've got HUD HUD. You've got HUD menu master, which a master menu, sorry. So this is in Film Director. So sometimes if you do use the mod menu in Film Director, things will pop on the screen like the map and that, and then you have to press this to get rid of it. Disable willpower earnings, disables the ability to earn willpower, and highlight useful vehicles. That is stuff like ramp trucks and tow trucks. They'll just have the exclamation mark. So you can see a tow truck down there. I assume if I put this on now, you can see on the mini map there the yellow icons. There you go, exclamation mark appears. Oh, there's a ramp truck. Perfect examples right there for me. You can turn that off though. So next up is the mission/race section. So here you can choose from all the missions and activities in the game. That's right, you can play any of the story missions. You can play any of the cutscenes as well. Please bear in mind that say if you wanted to start up a mission whilst you are actually in a mission, it can mess up. And some of the cutscenes mess up too, with something to do with sound issues like that. No sounds play. This section here, which says no valid marker found, this is for stuff like races and missions. So for example, if you are doing a race, you have checkpoints in it, and this section here will say something like checkpoint 1, and you can teleport to checkpoint 1 and then checkpoint 2 and checkpoint 3 and go all the way through the race just by teleporting. You can also complete mission, fail mission, and quit mission. Again, this might mess up on certain missions. And here we have the stop, getaway / chase option. Then after that, we've got the world tools. So we have the climate changer, which I've got all in those moods installed, so it makes the game a whole lot more brighter. And you've also got, well, a bunch of other stuff that you can choose from, which I've shown before. And the city unlock, so this is the red barriers, so if you need that, then you can use this. It should be all open already, as I went to the blast from the past garage before. And you also have draw distance, which of course I turned up to 7,000, which gives it the best look in the game. There is also speed override. Now this means you can speed up the game's well, the speed, I guess. So if I turn this on, I put it on 2. you'll notice everything has speeded up a little bit, and this includes your hand. It's difficult to control, and if you put this, do not put above 20, I have been told. So let's say 11. This is how, I mean, oh my god, that's too fast. But a good bit of fun, and as it says there, perfect for time lapses. You can also set it to be slow motion if you wish to have a slow motion crash. Would be kind of cool. I'll put that back to normal, and you don't actually need to put it on that. I can turn it to off. Narrative billboards, so it says enables Do It Tanner billboards from the prologue. And you've got Frozen ambience. The game sounds with the effects from the mission Frozen. You've got a recording section here for film director, so I will show this at some point in the future as a full video. So continue and pause button for recording it online. Hide UI, as you can see there, and hide menu master. This is for the film director, because you can use very little of the mod menu in the film director, and if you do, it will bring up the map and a few other bits and pieces as well. So in order to get rid of it, you need to press hide master menu. Online player bit, there's nothing really going on with this at the moment. The Snoopy said he might actually get rid of it. He's not too sure just yet, so I won't say anything else about that. User Lua, so if you've got any user Lua scripts installed like I do, so I have hide HUD, so if I apply this, I can get rid of the HUD a bit more easier, I find, for filming, doing it that way. There's also a hotkey and settings, so if you want to change it, you can. There's also credits and stuff, and I might be in there, I might not. You can have a look yourselves. And yeah, that is it for this mod menu. A big shout out to Snoopy for making this mod menu. It's got so much stuff in it now, and it's real good fun. I hope you guys enjoy using it. It should be in the description when this video goes live. If it's not, it will be there within the next couple of days. As far as I know, all is working out how it is in the video at the moment, so there will be a few bugs on certain things, but overall it should be alright. If you do have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you want to know how to install it, there is a README section on the download, so hopefully that will help you. So yes, I shall leave that there. Thank you very much for watching. You'll find Snoopy's channel in the description below, and goodbye.